Hello, I'm Alicia Richards, evening anchor for Harrisburg, Pennsylvania's ABC 27 News. For at least 10 months now, my colleagues and I have been reporting daily updates on how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyday lives around the nation, the world, and in our local community. For more than 3 years now, I've been the MC of Someone to Tell It To's annual gathering events. Someone to Tell It To meets people where they are. They show up. They enter into the broken places in others' lives in order to help mend those places, to enable people to be whole again, or maybe for the very first time. That's why I believe in their work and mission. Just listen to what others are telling them, especially during this time when COVID has shown up in all of our lives. From those who have lost someone they loved during this pandemic. Sometimes the grief comes all of a sudden, sometimes just from a small reminder. Thank you so much for the prayers that are sustaining us through this very, very difficult time. We definitely feel loved and supported. Thank you so much. I've been struggling the past few days. I actually started to feel sorry for myself. I don't like that feeling. Right now, I need to stay in the moment because I struggle when thinking about the future, a future without my soulmate. She may have died due to the loneliness she was experiencing as a result of the virus. None of us could visit her as she was accustomed to. She needed visitors. Her family was her lifeline, and when we weren't able to be her lifeline, she declined quickly. I went to visit my mother the other day, and I arrived 10 minutes too late. She had already died. Or about a woman isolated in her apartment in Alabama. She can't see her children and grandchildren. Her neighbors in the building, all senior citizens like she is, are encouraged not to socialize due to the heightened susceptibility to the virus. She worries about getting sick, about being on a ventilator, about her life ending when there are still things she wants to do. She's always loved writing. In her 80s, she still dreams of writing a book. She has a creative spirit and still knows she has more inside her to create. She keeps up with the news. She's informed and inquisitive. Her vibrant spirit is evident, even over the phone as we talk with her. But still, she is afraid and she needs to talk it out. Or from this woman whose husband is living with dementia. I have a great update to share. Evidently, the COVID crisis has resulted in staff shortages at assisted living and nursing care facilities. A Department of Government has opened up a new position to help alleviate this situation, temporary feeding assistant. My husband's facility is hiring me for 2 hours a week just to feed him. I am so excited. I haven't been able to be up close to him since mid-March when regular visitation was discontinued due to the pandemic. This opportunity seems almost too good to be true. I am so grateful. Hopefully, I will be an official employee by early next week. Ironically, a few days after this news broke, he developed an infection. After not eating or drinking anything and running a fever for a couple of days, the nursing staff called me to come in last Thursday morning. It was such a contradiction of emotions. I knew that he was very ill, or I wouldn't have been able to get inside. But it was so wonderful to be able to be there and hold his hands and give him hugs. The physical connection I longed for was so meaningful, to me especially, but I think to some extent him too. Thankfully, he pulled through the infection and is back to his base level now. Someone to Tell It To supports and listens to people such as these every day. That's why I'm proud to endorse their work. They are lifelines to those in some of the most vulnerable places of their lives.